We often think of the end of the world as this terrifying, dark event. Just pure destruction, zombies, meteorites, the whole Hollywood blockbuster treatment.
Right. Total chaos. The screen goes black.
Exactly. But I've been reading through this section of Isaiah, specifically chapters 23 through 27, and it paints a picture that is honestly disturbing, but then it pivots to something weirdly beautiful. It's like a funeral that turns into the best dinner party you've ever been to.
That is probably the most accurate description of the Isaiah apocalypse I've ever heard. It really is a study in contrasts. You start with the absolute collapse of human systems, specifically looking at Tyre in chapter 23.
Yeah, Tyre. To us, it's just an ancient name, but what did that represent back then?
Think of it as the global financial hub. Wall Street, London, Singapore, all rolled into one maritime superpower. It was the marketplace of nations. Isaiah describes this absolute silencing of the docks. The ships from Tarshish show up and there's no harbor to enter. The economic engine of the world just stops.
And the text makes it seem like it's not just bad luck, it feels targeted?
Oh, it's completely targeted. It says the Lord planned it to stain the pride of all glory. It's a check on human arrogance. But then, the camera zooms out. If chapter 23 is the economic crash, chapter 24 is the unraveling of reality itself.
That part gave me chills. It talks about the earth being turned upside down.
The great leveling. It says it will be the same for the priest and the people, the master and the servant, the buyer and the seller. Social status, bank accounts, credit scores, none of it matters. The earth is described as staggering like a drunkard. It's polluted, not just physically, but morally, because people broke the everlasting covenant.
So the city of chaos is broken down. The wine is gone. The joy is gone. It feels hopeless.
It does until you turn the page to chapter 25. And this is where that dinner party you mentioned kicks in. This is one of the most stunning images in the entire Old Testament.
The feast on the mountain?
Yes. Right in the middle of this cosmic judgment, God invites all peoples, not just Israel, but all nations, to a mountain. And he doesn't serve them judgment. He serves them aged wine and the best meats. It's an image of supreme abundance and fellowship.
But here's the part that blew my mind. It's not just about food. There's a line about a veil being removed.
That is the crux of the whole section. He destroys the shroud that enfolds all peoples. He swallows up death forever.
Swallows up death?
It's the ultimate reversal. Usually, death swallows us. Here, God consumes death. He wipes away tears. It transforms the narrative from a story about destruction to a story about rescue. The city of man falls so the city of God can rise.
And that leads into that song in chapter 26. We have a strong city.
Right. But unlike Tyre, which was strong because of money and ships, this city is strong because of salvation. And the entry requirement isn't wealth, it's trust. There's that famous line about the steadfast mind being kept in perfect peace.
Perfect peace. That sounds impossible when the earth is staggering like a drunkard.
That's the paradox. You can have internal peace while the external world falls apart, and the text gets even more radical. It starts talking about the dead rising. Your dead shall live, their bodies shall rise. It's foreshadowing resurrection way before the New Testament makes it a central theme.
It really covers everything, doesn't it? Economics, judgment, death, resurrection. And then in chapter 27, there's a dragon.
Leviathan, the twisting serpent. It represents chaos and evil in the spiritual realm. God takes his sword to it. But I love how it ends. After slaying the monster, God puts down the sword and picks up gardening shears.
The vineyard again?
Exactly. He says, I, the Lord, am its keeper. I water it every moment. It's such an intimate image of care. He's gathering up the outcasts one by one, threshing the grain to find every single kernel.
It's a lot to process. You have the destruction of the global economy, the death of death, and God gardening.
It is. But I think the takeaway is that you can't have the restoration without the clearing away. The pride of Tyre and the chaos of the earth have to go to make room for that feast on the mountain.
So for anyone feeling like the world is shaking right now,
just wait. The feast is being prepared, and the host knows exactly what he's doing.
That's a powerful place to stop. Thanks for breaking this down with me.
My pleasure. If you have been blessed by this, please like, subscribe, and share this joy with others. God bless.